We have Joey back with us. We're joined by Joey Logano, driver of the number 22 Shell Pennzoil Auto Trader Ford, who finished second in today's race. We have some questions ready, so we're just going to go straight to them for you, Joey. We're going to start with Jason Brown from Spectrum Sports.
Thanks very much. Joey, obviously, you came in here really not knowing what the track was going to be like because of the weather conditions. Is it sort of a sigh of relief now for you?
Yeah, I can't tell you. I typically don't get nervous before races, but this one had me pretty nervous because, I said earlier before the race, I've never felt less prepared for the battle ahead. Typically, a guy that over-prepares tries to, make sure I see everything coming at me before it happens. But this one, I couldn't do it. I just didn't know what it was going to be. I asked as many questions to Austin Cindric and watched the Xfinity race yesterday from a suite. Did everything I felt like I can do, and I still didn't feel comfortable, especially being on that cut line of what was going to happen. So just a great day. Executed the race as good as we could, with getting stage points and then a few good restarts, really good pit stops, kept us in the game and got us to second. So I hate to say we'll take second and be happy with second, but no one's going to beat that 9 car today. I can tell you that much. Jeez, he's smoking around here. Their road course stuff with Chase and Allen and those guys are light years ahead of us. Not even close. They're definitely booking. So we got to figure out what that is. Obviously, their teammates are probably wondering the same thing. So we just got to keep our heads down, focused on ourselves, and keep making gains. We made some gains from Daytona, so we got to keep working at it. And it's hard to do without practice, but we're making progress.
Next, we're going to go to Ashley McCubbin from Popular Speed.
Looking at the next round of the playoffs, what track are you most confident in going to in advancing to the Final Four?
All of them. I feel great. I'm ready to go. This is exactly what I needed to get through here and get a little momentum built up. So feel good about all of them.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Casey Campbell.
Thanks, Steph. Hey, Joey, how are you?
I'm good. What's up?
Not much. So I just want to ask, do you think if we had practice in qualifying, maybe in the rain or maybe it was a dry track, do you think that would have any effect on maybe being, maybe a little more prepared or something?
Yeah, it would have helped for sure. The first couple of laps we roll out there on those tires and the tracks, was fairly wet. It wasn't soaked like it was yesterday for the Xfinity guys, but it was wet, and we're all trying to figure out what that grip level is under caution, and then obviously as we get going. So anytime there's uncertainty like that, it presents an opportunity to pass a lot of cars, but it also presents an opportunity to wad it up early in the race, which is exactly the wrong thing to do. But I felt fairly comfortable about what I was able to do with those rain tires on, and then the question was, when do we put the dries on? And you didn't want to be too late to the game there, and how that works, especially For us, we didn't want to be super aggressive because, we were racing for stage points and needed every point possible in case one of those cars below the cut line would win.
And overall, how do you think today went with all the circumstances? Overall, how do you think NASCAR did with racing in the rain and all the competitors?
Yeah, I thought it went way better than I thought it would. So, I think yesterday for the Xfinity guys, that was an extreme case. That was probably too much rain. But today, the only negative I saw of anything today is that they got to fix the running water. It never stopped running across the racetrack. So if they can figure out a way to drain that better through 3 and 4 and a little bit down the backstretch into the rear chicane, you can fix that. We're good. And I don't know how easy to fix that is. I don't know. I'm not a construction guy, but if they can fix that, good to go.
All right. Thanks, Joey.
Thanks.
And next, we're going to go to Jerry Jordan.
Hey, Joey, you said you watched yesterday's race in a suite. After doing that and not having near as much rain today as we did yesterday, did you find yourself at any point, were you hoping we had a little more rain today to shake things up a little bit?
Nope. No. Yeah, I felt like in the rain we were pretty good. We were able to pass a few cars, but I mean, everyone's just going to figure it out as we keep going. And in our position, maybe if I had a 50-point cushion, I'd say, yeah, rain, it'd be a lot of fun. But coming in here only 21 points above the cut line in 8th place, I'll take whatever normal I can get and try to work with that.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go to Stephen Connolly with PRN.
Yeah, Joey, when you were out there trailing Kyle Busch when he was leading and you and Bowman were separated by 1 point, did you know about that? Did you know how close they were? And did you see your strategy having to change or your approach to the end of the race if that stayed that way?
Yeah, I mean, I was obviously a little concerned as the 18 was pretty quick. But obviously they went for it with the strategy call of leaving the old tires on there. They had all their teammates do the same thing to try to build a cushion. Smart move. I mean, I can't blame them for that. And then we were able to get by him and put a little bit more distance between us and the 88 and felt more comfortable, obviously. So, the worst case scenario is the 18 won and we'd be, racing the 88. So it was kind of in that position for a minute and a little nerve wracking, but cautions fell right and other things went the right way. And obviously a great strategy and great execution from Paul's side as well.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And we'll go to Rob Tiongson with NASCAR pole position.
Hey, Joey, congratulations on the podium finish. It seems like you and your team are starting to peak at the right time after somewhat of a slow start, not only in the playoffs, but in the middle part of the season. How critical has it been for you and Paul to start nailing these great finishes? And also, too, how do you feel about your chances in the round of 8, particularly as we head to tracks that you're pretty strong at?
Yeah, I feel great. We've had good speed. I look at Vegas, if we didn't get the damage and, get trapped down a lap there for a minute, we were really good there, capable of winning. I look at Martinsville as one of our best races, and Texas wasn't bad for us either. So I feel great about where we're at. I told my wife before we left somewhere, I said, we just got to get through today. And I feel like we got a good shot at getting to the championship 4. We just got to get through this one because this is such an unknown. This is what had my stomach and knots. So I'm like I said, I'm glad to get through it. And I feel really good about our chances.
My last question would be, do you feel like you're an underdog compared with the year kind of being the Harvick and Hamlin show? Or do you feel like we're saving our best stuff for the last part of the year?
I'm right where I want to be.
Nice. Thank you.
And we're going to take a final question from Bob Pockers.
Yeah, Joey, if I'm trying to evaluate who's going to be good in the next round, do I look back to Texas and Kansas from weeks ago, or do I look more to maybe Vegas the last mile and a half?
Both, maybe. Like I said, without practice, it's hard to improve a whole bunch on your car, but you have something to go back on from the last time we were at Kansas and Texas and Martinsville. So, I kind of look at those and say, we're going to tune from where we were. I thought Kansas, we were pretty good. We had a flat tire, and ended up destroying our car there. So, but we were close. So I feel pretty good about our 550 stuff now. If you asked me that, 10 or 12 weeks ago, I'd say we're way off on 550s. Now I feel like we're in the ballpark, and competitive. And it just took a little bit for Paul and I to understand what makes the car tick, right? What makes it tick with me. And, like I said, without practice, that's really hard to do. So, it's something I'm proud of coming here to the Roval for the first time together and having a solid run. I feel like every time we come back for the second time, we should get better, and we have been getting better. So that gives me confidence for the next few weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll wrap up quickly with Lee Spencer.
Sorry about that. I'm juggling 2 of these Zoom casts. Forgive me if this was already asked, but you made a mention about Chase Elliott and just how freaking fast his car was from what you could see out of your windshield. Is there anything anybody can do to catch him with all the road courses that are going to show up on next year's schedule?
We better find a way, shouldn't we? Like I said, it's not even close. Whatever they're doing, I got a good view of it for a while there behind him, and some things I saw, but boy, oh boy, I saw other cars do the same thing and not go as fast. So he's just light years ahead of everyone, like I said. And you know, like I said, his teammates aren't even close. So it's crazy to think about whatever it is. You know, it seems like long runs is definitely his strength. You know, but hey, we're going to have to, because plenty of road courses next year. So we're going to have to figure something out. Because right now, you know, he can kind of cruise around. he got out there and kind of managed his gap to me about 20 car lengths ahead of me. And I knew that. I knew that was happening. So the harder I pushed, he'd go a little bit faster. And then eventually it was really easy for him to pull away the last 5 laps. I don't think he was still trying. So that just goes to show how good they are right now. So I'm not trying to take anything away from them. You know, they deserve all the credit. They are the best at road course racing right now, no doubt, by a lot. So we got to work that out.
Appreciate your time. Good luck next week.
Thanks.
All right, Joey, thanks for joining us. Good luck next week at Kansas.
Thanks, guys.